Hello and good morning from frozen Texas. I have like 4 layers on now. They're like asking us to be very conservative with our heat so that we don't run out or we don't have a power loss. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we'll survive. And I know those up north are brutally cold. So great day to stay in and make some cards. Hello, Kay and Luana. Good morning, you guys. Sherry and Chris. Hello, hello. And so today is a card challenge, and I'm going to announce last week's winner. I am doing a color challenge this week. Color challenges are fun because they help with, they help you with your creativity to, enhance creativity. They help with when you're limited to a certain amount, it helps you to reach out of your normal, how you always create, and kind of like, how can I use it? It kind of really, well, you get it. They're fun. And so we have a color challenge this week. Last week we had a sketch and you all made some beautiful cards based on the sketch. Like I said, I'll announce our winner later. Before we get on though, if you're watching the replay or if you're watching live and this is your first time you found me, my name's Kristina Reese, Creating with Kristina. I am a Stampin' Up Demonstrator. I come live 3 days a week, and on Wednesday mornings we do card challenges, and I pick a winner and send a prize. So it's just a random drawing. So it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you stay in the parameters of the challenge, you are good to go for winning a prize. And also, don't forget, we are having a celebration right now during Stampin' Up's celebration, January and February. And one of the options in celebration, not only when you spend $50 can you choose a free product, but also it is a great time to join. So if you've ever thought about, if you've ever wanted a discount on your crafting supplies, demonstrators get 20% off all of their orders, plus they get 20% off of the sales that Stampin' Up has. And then also they're offering this amazing glass mat studio right now when you join, or you can skip the glass mat and get an additional $30 in free product. But I'm going to be using the glass mat today. So saying all that, I just wanted to tell you I'm using the glass mat today. We're going to do some watercoloring. All right. And I say, we've got some more in the house. Wow, look at all these lovely people. Also, if you have a question, put a question mark in front of your question so I can find it. Hello, Carol and Rosie, Elaine, Marie, Brenda, Bonnie, Jan, Melanie, Mickey, Linda, Joan, Janet, Deborah, Tony, Pamela. I've already said hello to Bonnie, I think, but if not, hello again, Bonnie, Georgina, Tiffany. Yeah, a lot of you all are talking to each other, so your names are, Char, and Vicky. Okay, Stacy. Wow, oh my gosh, I could keep going and going. So let's go on and get started with what we've got going on today. So like I said, it is a color challenge. I totally forgot. I've got a card I want to share with you all. This is from Patty Weed, and thank you so much. She sent me a thank you card. I sent her a prize for winning the challenge, and she used this beautiful tree background, put some snowflakes, did some embossing, a cute little bow and a bunny, and you open it, it says thank you with the bunny. 2 simple words filled with gratitude, warmth and gratitude. So very sweet. All right. Thank you, Patty. I love that. All right. Here are our colors. So we're going with, now the other thing is, if you don't have Stampin' Up's exact colors, because I know a lot of you use all kinds of products, but I want, if you can stay as close as possible. We have a coral, a light coral, kind of a aqua, we call it pool party. It's a light aqua. And then olive, like army green, olive, old olive. So Calypso Coral, Pool Party, and Old Olive. These are our colors we're using today. We're going to make a beautiful card using some watercolor. I'm going to turn these around so you can see the colors while I'm making the card. There we go. There's our color challenge. Go down here. Make sure. Oh, question. Cherie says, Shireen. When is Stampin' Up coming to South Africa? Oh, I wish they would. I want to come to South Africa. Oh my goodness. Yes, I wish they would. Okay. Card challenge. Here we go. So first of all, did you know we have these beautiful card and envelopes? These are in our Memory and More's packet section. So you can like get card pack and make cards with card packs, but or just buy the cards and envelopes separate. So we're going to use the Calypso Coral, but I just wanted to show you the two colors that come in the packet. Okay. And you get, I think 20, is that right? Yeah, 20. You get 20 cards with matching envelopes. So 10 of each color. All right, let me get there we go. So, whoops, only need one of those. This is the Cards and More, and they are larger than regular standard cards. They are 6 1/4. Is that right? Yep, 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. The reason why they're that shape, hold on, I totally forgot to get out the Memory and More cards. So these are the Memory and More cards. These are 4 by 6 cards back here, and you could just put a 4 by 6 and have a little frame around it. So that's why the shape. But I like them because they're just a little bit larger. They give us a little bit more room to write, and they're just pretty. So we're going to use this one. Okay, let's put all this to the side. So that's my Calypso Coral. Okay, now, like I said, we're going to be using some watercolor on our card. Let me move this back because I need the whole, well, I don't need that much watercolor. I can trim this down. Hold on, let me trim it down a little bit. That's better. Okay. And I'm going to trim it some more, but I like having more watercolor paper than my area that I'm designing in so that I can go and trim it after I'm finished. But when I'm working with watercolor, one thing you're going to want to have watercolor paper, and we do sell watercolor paper, but you can get watercolor paper in any craft store, art store. So here's the watercolor paper, and this is painter's tape from Walmart. Just plain old painter's tape. It's a low tack tape. And what it's going to do is as the watercolor paper gets wet, it's going to want to warp and twist. This will help keep it still. Okay. And so you always, if you're going to be putting a lot of water on your watercolor paper, you're going to want to tape it down. Okay. And I'm just taping it right to my beautiful glass mat. So this is the glass mat studio. I'm going to get out the other pieces here in just a minute. It comes not only with this beautiful grid glass mat that is heat resistant. So I'm going to be using the heat gun on here also. Okay. But it also has this beautiful silicone pad that I'm going to be putting some watercolor in. Yikes. Okay, we don't need that in the way. Let's put this over here. Yeah, you can see there. Oh, my weekly updates. Good grief. I have my team overlay. Let's change that out. There we go. Now we can see better. Oh my goodness. All right, go back to my comments. Okay. Oh, another question. Here we go. What if you have most of the colors? Oh, that's what I said, Tiffany. Just try to get as close as you can. Coral, aqua, and olive. Okay, get as close as you can. All right, let's get a nice thick paintbrush. So our aqua painters, we have this nice thick one here. All right, and I'm gonna squeeze some water out into my thing here and get my paintbrush nice and wet. And I'm just going to get some water on here. Okay, I'm just swiping water. Now I'm going to take my Pool Party ink, and I'm gonna just one drop will do you, because you don't need very much, that's for sure. All right, and then okay, now I've got water on here. So isn't that cool? Oh, I just love watercolor. Watercolor is so fun. Okay. Yeah. I don't want, I don't want these bristle edges like that. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my ink and I'm just kind of shakily, is that a word? Shakily? I'm just kind of making it look like that. Okay. So there, I have a nice puddle of watercolor. Isn't that pretty? Now let's get out our heat tool. Okay, move my silicone mat. Even though the silicone mat's fine, it's just in my way. I don't know if you can hear me over the gun, but what I'm doing is I'm drying it out. It's kind of buckling up, but then it's going to flatten. It's just, that's how it is. And like I said, this glass mat can take up to 500 degrees, so you're good. The tape is keeping it nice and flat, so it's not all warped. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's flattening out right now. It's shrinking and getting all pretty. Okay, looks, yeah, it's done. Ta-da! And now we're going to take that off of there. Oops, come here. And pull away when you're pulling tape, even though it's low tack, because it's a very fibrous paper, it tears very easily. You want to pull away so you don't tear the layers. Okay. There you go. Fine. There we go. And last but not least. Okay. All right. So I've got that. Put tape over to the side. And like I said, I want to trim this down. Okay. So these are kind of in my way here. Double check my sketch over here that I'm working with. All right, I want to have it come all the way to the edge of the card. So remember the card is 4 1/4. This card is 4 1/4 because I'm using that. So I want to trim this down to 4 1/4. And I'm looking, I want my watercolor to kind of be even. All right, so it looks like I'm just taking 1/8 of an inch off both sides, and that'll work. Okay. Yep. Okay, so I've got that now. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to tear away here. And I want, so when you tear, here's another tip. When you are trying to get that torn paper look, the piece that you want to put on the card, you want that torn side here. The piece that's not going to be on the card, you're going to pull away from you, okay? And I just use one finger, and I'm just kind of pulling it up like that. And it gives a really, watercolor tears, makes a beautiful torn edge. I love that because like I said, it's very fibrous. It's very layered. Okay, so we've got that. So there is the background of our card. So let's take that. And we're just going to put that right on there like that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay. Let me get some glue. Where's my glue? Oh, is it hiding behind my notes? Yes, it is. Okay. Ready? And then I'm just going to put this a little closer to the top than the bottom, but not much. Okay, just like that. Make sure it's as even as possible. We may have to trim it a little. Yeah, my 4 1/4 is a little wider than the card's 4 1/4. Sometimes that happens. Yep, I am using watercolor paper, Tiffany. I sure am. Yep. Okay, so then when I open it, I can see that my paper kind of went over the edge. No biggie. Just take my snips and use the card as a guide and trim that excess off. Ah, perfect. All right, the next thing, so that was that part. Now, we have, talking about celebration, we have a stamp set here. It's called Detailed Dogwood. It's gorgeous. My mother's from Virginia. My mother loves dogwoods. Dogwoods do grow here in Texas. You don't see them as much as you do like when I lived in Tennessee. I had a sea of red buds and dogwoods in my backyard. It was gorgeous in the spring. Anyway, so we're going to do this dogwood. We're actually going to color this with blends and then cut it out. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Here's another tip. Love giving you guys tips. I went to the internet to see how to color a pink dogwood. And here you go. Here's the pink dogwood. So now instead of getting a photographed one, I did painting. Okay, I did painting. It helped me see better how to color than to look at a photograph of a dogwood. And so using that, let's get our cardstock. Where's our cardstock? Here it is. And our stamp. Okay. And our ink. Okay. There we go. Looks lovely. And that's okay that I got a little there because I'm going to be cutting it out. Okay, let's put my glue back on. Now, to make this, and pull this back out to make this. There we go. I need my blend. So I'm going to get the Calypso Coral out and the blend. So this is a color lifter. Basically, it's just alcohol, no color. Okay. And it helps blend. I like calling it my blender pen also. But anyways, starting with the dark. Okay. So we're just going to do this and this. Okay. We'll just do these two. And let me show you what I did. So I came in here and I just did some flicks of dark. Okay. On the edges here. Okay, and this one has a little bit more dark, and this has a little less. Okay, and all right. Okay, so that was the dark. Now let's go in with the light. And we're going to just come from the dark and just pull with the light. I'm not coloring the whole petal. Notice the insides of the petal are more white. Hint the clear there. It'll help bring the color in, but keep it white. Okay. All righty. And then finally, okay. So I'm just kind of blending all that. Getting the ink to move around. There we go. So pretty close, huh? It's a little darker here because we have a black ink and this doesn't have any black ink on the outlines, but pretty close. Now, we've used two of the colors, the Pool Party and the Aqua. Here is the olive green. It is for my leaves, but also notice dogwood centers are not yellow. They are green. And I did notice that when I lived in Tennessee. I was like, that's interesting. It's not really a pollen. It's an interesting flower, actually. All right, so I'm starting with the dark. I'm going to put a couple of dots of dark in there, just a couple. Okay. Then I'm going to show you my leaves also. So, well, you can't really see leaves on here, but basically what I do is I put some dark down at the bottom of a leaf and then maybe a few like up at the tip, put some dark. If a leaf is on top of another leaf, the bottom leaf would be darker. Okay. So, and now I come in with the light and I blend it. All right. So there are my leaves. Finally, we do not have early espresso for wood, but we do have the #1 skin tones, and that is pretty dark brown. So I'm just going to come in here with that. And I'm just doing one side with the super dark, okay, like that. And then I have #5. So that was 1. This is 5. on the skin tones and blend it. And so I kind of get that nice dark wood color. Okay. So there we go. So our color challenge is Calypso Coral, Pool Party, and Old Olive. Put all this away. I already colored and cut this out because I'm not going to, I hate to have you all sit here and watch me color and cut. Oh, you know what though? I did forget something on my sketch. I forgot to flick ink. Okay. I'm going to have to cover up my card because I don't want to get ink on there. So let me grab some Post-it note here. All right. Totally forgot that part. There we go. Okay. And my dark Pool Party. Where's my dark Pool Party? And the brush tip here. Okay. We're just going to, there we go. Oh yeah, that looks so, I love flicking ink. Don't y'all? Flick, 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 flick. Flick it, flick, flick, flick. Awesome. That's much better. I don't know it, Patty. That's a good question. If dogwood is Georgia state flower, I do know it's Virginia's. Like I said, my mom is from Virginia. That's the only reason I know that. You know, I don't even know Tennessee's state flower, and I lived there for 7.5 years. Oh, well, neither here nor there. Okay, where's my dogwood? Oh, my pretty dogwood. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. Okay, and a sentiment. Let's do a sentiment. So I need my scrap papers. Another thing, if y'all ever, another thing I totally forgot. On my newsletters from now on, so I always try to give you all an exclusive card tutorial in my newsletters. But I'm going to start giving you little tips, organizing tips or card tip, whatever, just a little tip. My Sharon Armstrong, I can't really say she's my upline because Stampin' Up only lets you have 3 levels because they don't want it to be this big, multi-level marketing monstrosity. So you can only have 3 levels. But but she's like 5th or 6th level above me, but I am in her direct line. She is doing that. And I thought, that's a great idea. So I'm going to start giving you all some tips on Tuesday. Tuesday tips and tutorials on Tuesdays for you guys who subscribe to my newsletters. All right. Back to what we're doing. I need another stamp set because this detailed dogwood does not have any sentiments on it. So I pulled out the happy. Oh, shoot. It was right here. Dagnabbit. Oh, where did I do it? Over here. Yep, Happy Labels. Happy Labels is a great stamp set if you need a bunch of sentiments. And I think I'm just going to do a simple, maybe a hello. You're going to be going amazing parents. Nope. You've got the biggest heart. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. You've got the biggest heart. Now let me find where that is. It's hard to read this. It's backwards. I know it's probably right in front of me. There it is. You've got the biggest heart. Perfect. And I'm just going to do a simple straight edge. I'm not going to do any fancy label cutting. But I do need a block. There we go. Oh, and I also found when you stick this stamp to the glass mat and then you put your block on it, it's like it sticks. So it's easier if you put it on some paper and then put it on there. It's much easier. All right. So, I think early espresso would be pretty. Let's do that. Another thing on your color challenge is neutrals. So obviously I've got white in here and I've got brown in here, and those aren't a part of the color challenge. That's okay. They're neutral colors. You just don't want to put anything like, I don't know, purple in here because purple is not a part of the color challenge. Yeah, you want to stay with the three basic colors, but you can use neutrals with it. So neutrals are your browns, your grays, your blacks, things like that. Now, if you had flowers and you wanted to color the inside yellow, that would be fine. I mean, as long as it's just a little bit of another color. I just don't want a main image to be a different color. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay. Joan says she needs an organizer. Good grief, you and me both. I want to hire one to come into my craft room and tell me, how do I get this disaster area under control? It's like I make a card and then it takes me a half hour to clean up to make another card. Is that how it is with you guys? Oh my gosh, crazy. Okay, and I'm just freehand cutting. If you're not comfortable, get a, I don't know, get a die or something. I'm just going to make it blocked off. Yeah, that looks good. Let me cut it a little more down here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Twine. I love, when I do flowers or something, I've always got to have like a bow, but linen thread is an excellent choice. And I'm just going to do this a couple of times around my hand. 3. And then just tape this to the back of my sentiment. Oh, there it is. So you all doing card making marathons where you are? I know my sister did. My sister doesn't make cards very often, but she occasionally gets herself out there and, okay, that just looks like a mess. I'm not doing that. Oh gosh, let's instead put it in half and make a bow. Make a double bow. There we go. Anyways, yeah, so she sent me a picture of all the cards she made yesterday, the day before yesterday. Oh, I can't, all my days are mixed up because I've been inside for so long. Actually, I went outside yesterday and got my nails done. My friend called me and she says, I got to get out of here. Let's go get our nails done. I said, sure. It's always fun. Sit with your feet in the hot soaking tub water. And okay, there we go. That's much better. Oh, yeah. Okay, some dimensionals. So this is our color challenge. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to announce the winner from last week. Ah, you guys, y'all got to help me. I'm just crazy. Okay, let me finish this card and we'll do that. I did share Patty's card though. That was, at least I did that. Gosh, I'm such an air brain. How do y'all even put up with me? Okay. Oh, yeah, I got to get this put down first too. All right. Get off. Oh, get off of there. Chris is just watercoloring right now. He's got everything packed up, moving an official move to Ohio. Oh, goodness. That's a cool state. We did a 2-week vacation. Well, I guess it was more like a week and a half traveling the state. You know what? I don't need that dimensional there. There we go. Okay. And let's get some bling. Card's not finished without bling. Do y'all have these iridescent rhinestones? They kind of go with everything. I love them. Yeah. There's some. Cindy says, Katie, safe moving travels. Oops. Nope, not Katie, Chris. Yes, safe moving, especially in this nasty weather. I know that they get lots of snow, so they must be, you all who live in that area, how is your weather? I can't find my sketch. Here it is. Okay. Okay, I put one here. Oh, and this has like different sizes. So I can put like itty bitty up here and up here. And let's put an itty bitty down here. There we go. Okay, now it's finished. Such a pretty card. Okay, sorry about that. Now, our color challenge, one more time. Here's our color challenge. All right, that's our color challenge. Now, I need to tell you who the winner was for last week. Are you all ready for that? All right, share my screen and drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. Last week's winner for the card sketch challenge was Peggy Berg. Congratulations. And look how adorable that. Now, I love this. Peggy took a fallish colored designer paper. Okay. And she didn't, it's not a fall card. It's like just a fun card with that cute little puppy dog and the bone. Yeah, I love how you did that. It's like, and that's an any season card, even though a lot of people use that paper for fall. I love how it's very universally what am I trying to say? Any season. Anyways, it's a gorgeous card. Perfect. I will be sending you a prize, Peggy. If you could, though, I'm sure I have your email, but just in case I can't find it, if you would please send me your mailing address so I can ship your prize to you. Also, I have not shipped out prizes for last week, and my team, you're missing your prizes too. My team members, when you're on my team, you join Stampin' Up. I love spoiling my team with all kinds of goodies. So yeah, I got to get on the ball. Today is shipping, and I'm shipping out the paper shares today too. So lots of shipping today. You guys are awesome. I love it when y'all show up and talk with me on the chat and talk with each other. It is so much fun doing these lives with you all. Yes, it is. And I can't wait to see what you do with this color challenge. And you all have a warm, safe rest of your day. And I will see you back here Friday for Fun Fold Friday. Okay? Bye-bye.